Hello there, Leo, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today I am doing your October love reading. We'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll go to the tarot for some more details. Now, we have 4 planets in retrograde right now. I've been really surprised. There's not been too much of people coming back from the past, but that could come up. All the planets will be direct by October 18th. So we'll see forward motion starting then. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with this message, I would really appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. Okay, let's take a look at your overall energy to the sea. This is just kind of surrendering to the journey that you're on right now. She's in the bathtub by herself. So it could be that you're solitary, right now you are single and perhaps looking for a new romantic love. For some of you, this could be an indication that you've separated from somebody, maybe not just recently, but just kind of like still trying to figure it out, trying to get on top of your emotions because the bathtub is on top of an ocean. And the ocean represents our emotions, or water represents our emotions. Kind of just, this sense of trying to get on top of your emotions and getting ready to perhaps, start a new romantic connection. Community is on the bottom. So for some of you, this could indicate that, there is, to me, that's always a family card, a card of family, but you could possibly meet somebody new in your community, but a sense that you may be needing support at this time from your family or from friends, something like that. Okay, so let's go to the soulmate cards and see what we got there. We have split energy, crossroads, transformation, summer. Okay, so it's time to see the sunny side. Yeah, I get the sense that, for some time you may have been kind of like adrift. That's how I feel, kind of like adrift. You've come out of perhaps a long-term committed relationship. It could have even been a marriage with children involved, but it doesn't have to be. Or it could have been a marriage or a relationship that you thought might lead to marriage and children. And now you're kind of by yourself and, just kind of like floating along, not really sure what the next step is. I feel like the ending of your past relationship had something to do with somebody being deceptive, or just, it doesn't mean that they actually betrayed, although they could have, or lied, about something in particular, but they were hiding. This card is about masks. Like you didn't see the real them. You could have gotten into this relationship and then discovered another side of them that you didn't see initially. So that we have split energy, and it's, it says decide what you really want. It's about surrendering to this journey, but also at the same time kind of going within. What is it that you really want? You may have thought that you really wanted this relationship with this person in the past. It's kind of like really trying to decide, because you have the crossroads card. What are you going to do? Are you going to stay either in this relationship, return to this relationship, or are you going to go in a new direction? And it says transformation, breakthrough, reinvention. You're ready for the next level. Now, we're going to go to the tarot. This could mean that you are transforming. You are deciding, hey, yeah, I'm not putting up with this and I'm going in a new direction. It could also mean that the two of you work it out and you see the sunny side of this, relationship. We also have home, and underneath that, sacred journey. Yeah, I feel like, this could be perhaps a true soulmate connection, although we don't have that card, or a twin flame. We'll see if that comes up in the tarot. But it's an energy of, just really trying to figure out what it is that you're going to do. I feel like you've been kind of adrift for a while, and it's like the universe is stepping in and saying, you need to decide. You know, you've been adrift for a while. We've given you time to heal. We've given you time to think about it. And with the retrogrades, I don't think you're going to make a lot of progress until the retrogrades are over. But it's that energy of, you know, during the retrogrades, really kind of going within and looking at the lessons that you've learned from this situation and then trying to decide, okay, where am I going from here? So let's take a look at your present energy. Knight of Pentacles. You're making progress, but it's slow. But I do like this card. It is a very slow and steady, wins the race type of energy, right? And you have, you know, even though you've been in the bathtub floating along, you have been making progress emotionally, spiritually, mentally. Like you really have been making some progress. It's just time maybe to pick up the pace. So we'll see where this goes. I think it's kind of interesting because on here we have a car and there's nobody in the driver's seat, right? The car is parked. Okay, yeah. So here's your area of resistance or your obstacle moving forward. You know, it's kind of like they showed me the car and then it's kind of like, yeah, you need to get back in the driver's seat. You need to start moving forward and find the victory that you're seeking. It's kind of like the reason that you're not moving forward is because you haven't decided what it is that you truly want. Okay, so let's take a look at the advice. The advice from Spirit is the star. Wish upon a star. I mean, this is a beautiful reading. It's almost like your spirit guides and your angels are saying, okay, just wish upon a star. What is it that you want? What is it that you want? Because we're ready to deliver. Yeah, it's really interesting. And you know, both of these cards are kind of going in the future, right? You know, you were moving very slowly and now it's definitely time to pick up pace. But it's kind of like, you know, when you're in a car, if you don't know where you're going, right? There's no reason to even really get in the car. It's like time to decide, where are you going? And you don't even, I really get a sense, you don't even have to know what roads you're going to take. All you have to do is get in the driver's seat, like decide. It's almost like you get into one of those self-driving cars or something and you just say, you know, take me to, right? And it's like the universe is saying, yeah, we'll take you there. You just have to decide. You have to choose what star you want to go to. You have to shine your light, you know, and wish upon a star. Understand that you really have so much to offer to the world. Really nice energy. Okay, and the outcome is Four of Pentacles. I like this. You know, this is kind of like holding out hope. It's kind of a card of hope. Holding on to your hopes of what you want to manifest. And especially in this deck, you know, she's holding a house, you know, and it's the sense of, you know, staying true to you, staying true to your hopes and dreams. What is it that you want? And then really going for it. Three of Pentacles. You're working with Spirit in order to manifest this. You know, your spirit guides and your angels are on your side. They're trying to bring in whatever it is that you really want. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify these. We'll start with the Knight of Pentacles. Judgment, Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. It's about putting down the burdens of the past. It is like, okay, you get to decide what is it that you want and we're going to deliver. It's about deciding, too, between do you want to stay single, because this is the single lady card, or do you want to, you know, be in a committed relationship? Because the Queen of Pentacles is kind of like the spouse material. Gender doesn't matter, but it's all about home and hearth, wanting to, you know, build a strong foundation for a happy home. and, you know, working to do that. So it's kind of like you have to kind of decide. For some of you, you may be at this crossroads. You may actually have somebody in your life that is, you know, wanting to take your relationship to the next level, but you're kind of happy being single. And you're kind of like, well, I don't know if I want to go here or go here with that person. You know, that could be part of the mask too, is that maybe all along, you know, you or the person that you're dealing with have said, yes, I want to be in a committed relationship, but really they really just want to stay single. They're not sure they want to commit. But there's some progress in this. You know, there's some movement forward of, you know, trying to move towards whatever it is that you really want. With the Judgment card, it could be second chances. This is also the second chance card. There could be somebody coming back around that, you know, had a, you know, an issue here with committing, you know, said that they wanted a long-term relationship, but then, you know, you get to that certain point and it's kind of like, okay, you know, are we actually going to do this or not? And then, you know, the relationship either could have ended or you could be in that crossroads of trying to decide, yeah, do I stay or do I go? I get the sense of it's kind of like a do I stay or do I go type of energy. And you're ready to move on. Like I get the sense, Leo, that you are ready to progress to the next level. It's just taking so long. Like it's almost like a sense of getting really worn out. And it's like, yeah, the universe is really saying to you, you know, you may feel like you don't have control in this situation. Like you're waiting on this other person to make up their mind. And the universe is saying, no, you can control. If you want to leave, if this is not the person for you, then you can leave. You know, you can drop these burdens, end this relationship, and move on to the next level. Okay, so let's see what this Chariot is. So this is the energy, you know, this is your area of resistance or your obstacle, having a hard time moving forward, getting progress, getting, you know, it's kind of like getting the friction under the tires, you know, traction. Yeah. 9 of Cups on the bottom. Either you thought this relationship was your 9 and 10 of Cups. We have both here. You know, trying to decide once again what it is that you really want. You're having a hard time deciding what it is that you really want. I really get a sense because, you know, we have the split decision here. Decide what you really want. And it says options, unfocused, multitasking. Okay. Now, I don't know if that all applies, but it is the sense of, you know, you're at some crossroads. You need to decide what it is you want in life in general, I would say. About what is your 10 of Cups? The 10 of Cups is the happy family, the long-lasting love relationship. You know, whatever that means to you, it's about you needing to find clarity in what it is that you want and then go for that. Like, make the decision. Okay, I'm moving forward. You know, for some of you, you could be waiting for somebody else to either decide to commit to you, or you could be, you know, waiting for somebody to return. But it's about you getting really crystal clear about what it is you want. Not maybe necessarily the person that you want, but what is it that you want? And then seeing, it's almost like a tally. You know, for some reason I'm getting this sense of, you know, does this person that you're dealing with, do they meet the criteria of what your 10 of Cups is? It's a kind of an interesting message. I think that when you kind of look at it that way, it is, you know, for some of you, it could be back and forth because you're kind of like, yeah, this is what I really want. Like you may say, oh, I know what I really want. And then when you look at the person that you're with or the person that you've been dealing with, that person, and it doesn't mean that they have to meet all of the criteria, right? I mean, let's be realistic. But it's like there's, like you're compromising. I get the sense that maybe you're compromising way too much. And that's, you know, part of the reason why there's not like a commitment here. They could be even feeling that energy that, you know, you're not, you know, because we have all that glitters, that you're holding back a little bit too, because they're not quite making the mark. That's what, it's the message I got. That won't resonate with everybody. Okay, the Star card, King of Swords, 7 of Wands, Queen of Cups. Oh my goodness, 3 of Wands. Yeah, kind of waiting for your ships to come in. You know, wanting victory in this, trying to figure out what direction do I go in. Yeah, a lot of you are wanting to move on. You're just not really sure. Is this the time? Do I do it now? You're getting on top of what it is that you really want. And part of this with the Queen of Cups to me is about really truly loving yourself and being willing to you know, this is about standing up for yourself, the 7 of Wands, standing up for what it is that you really want, getting super clear about what it is that you want, and then just really kind of like staying focused on that. And allowing everything else that doesn't, you know, this is with the Star card. It's like wishing upon a star. It's getting really clear about what it is that you want, putting it out to the universe, and then just sticking with it. Like, don't get unfocused. Like, don't quit changing your mind. You know, like, really spend some time trying to figure out, what is my 10 of Cups? What do I want my life to look like 10 years, 20 years, 30 years from now? You know, what is it I want out of life? You know, how does romance fall into that? How, you know, do I want a family? Do I want children? Do I want to focus more on a career? What is it that I want? Like, what is it that you want, Leo, and not the people around you? And then once you get super clear on that, then just really kind of allowing everything else to fall away. Okay, so let's go to the 4 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, the Hermit. Wow, Strength card. Okay, so this is your card too, you know, the Strength card. Having the strength. Wow, look at this. Look at this Star card on the, oh my goodness. Leo, this is lovely energy. Yeah, it's about really stepping into your strength, to have the courage, to know that, you know, you are worthy of all of the love that you are hoping for, right? That you are wishing upon a star. Look at this. You know, this is the light, the sun coming out and shining the light on the star, on what you were wishing and hoping for, giving you the way to plant the seeds, to find the path in order to do this. I think it's really interesting because the Star card, you know, we see the stars at night and then the sun comes out during the day, and the stars are actually suns, you know, or the sun is actually a star, I should say. And it's kind of like, you know, you may feel like you're kind of in the dark. You're shooting for the stars, but guess what? You get exactly the star that you are hoping for. Yeah, it's a really nice message. It's truly about trying to really decide. And I'm getting a sense of not compromising on that. You know, deciding not to compromise, deciding to really put it out there, what star you're wishing upon and what it is that you want. And going within to find that answer, not listening to social, you know, media, to peers, to your parents, to, you know, your friends, your family. Like really going within and asking yourself, what is it that my 10 of Cups looks like? And then being willing to fight for it, to put it out there to the universe and say, yeah, this is what I really want. And I do feel like this is all part of your journey. So let's pull some romance angel cards. I do feel like for some of you, you are in a relationship and you're kind of at that crossroads. Does this person meet my criteria of 10 of cups? Okay, so let's see. Give your relationship a chance. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life. And keep an open mind. Honeymoon on the bottom. I really feel like if some of you are in a relationship right now, this is kind of an indication that, there's could be a relationship that is worth giving some more effort to, putting a little bit more time and effort into it. So there are some, perhaps discussions about finances or career. You could be at the point where you're really talking about, either, moving in together or living together or getting married, something like that. Like you're here and you may be having some discussions, you may have different viewpoints about finances and career. And that could be part of the hurdle that you have to get over. And remember, it's not, we don't really see anything that says this person is a bad person. There are no bad people. But, somebody that you shouldn't be with, it's just kind of like, is this the person that, you can really and truly see yourself spending, the rest of your life with? And keeping an open mind, it says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. When I read that, the message that I got was that the person that you're with, if some of you are with somebody right now, or if you attract somebody like in the month of October, they may not make like the money that you are thinking you need for your 10 of cups. Okay. So that could be maybe one of the hurdles that you have to get over. And life is about compromises at times. It's just that you have to get really crystal clear about what you're willing to compromise on and what you're not willing to compromise on, right? I mean, if finances and career are a big part of who you are, and we did have that over here, right? We had the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. This could be something that you're trying to decide on. You may be somebody that really wants to have a very active career life, and you could be getting ready to have a long-term committed relationship with somebody that, wants a partner that is not career based, well, that's a huge hurdle. You have to talk that out. Are you willing to give that up? What is your 10 of cups? And there's no right or wrong there. It's really kind of listening to your heart. You have to make that decision about how finances and career, however, that's definitely part of this scenario. What is it that you really want? You have to, definitely, it's about going within and listening to your own heart. All right. And here is your creativity oracle card. Fear. If you want to be free of fears and phobias, then you have to understand why they exist and make peace with them. Yeah. So it's about, what are your fears around finances and career? Say for instance, your parents divorced and then your mom was, a single mom and really struggling financially. And maybe she had left her career, right, to, stay at home and, tend to the home and hearth, be a Queen of Pentacles, if you will. Queen of Pentacles is kind of that energy. And you're kind of like, yeah, wow, that was a difficult life for my mom. That's not what I want for me. And the person that you are getting ready to have a committed relationship with, or you are in a committed relationship, may be wanting, this is a little bit of that traditional woman, okay, if you will. That's changing, you know, but the kind of more of a old-fashioned traditional. Or perhaps you're more of a traditional, and the person that you are getting ready to, you know, have a committed relationship is wanting somebody that is a little bit more career based, you know. Perhaps they don't want to have children, you know. They want both of you to just be working, you know, on your careers or something like that. And there's not a right or wrong here. There really isn't. It's just what your heart is calling you to do. If we were all the same, that would be completely boring, right? And so it's about embracing, you know, your differences, and yet at the same time making sure that you're staying true to your heart. I think for some of you, you are transforming. You are changing some of your you know, perhaps beliefs about family that you've had from a long time ago. You know, you're on the soul's journey. But I do feel like for a lot of you, family is extremely important to you. So this is part of that discussion, because we also had home, you know. Okay, so here is your angel message card, and it says self-criticism. We, your angels, ask that you please be more compassionate towards yourself. Observe the times when you have critical thoughts about you and make an effort to replace these negative thoughts with positive, loving ones. You are a wondrous being of light. Even if at times you think you are less than perfect, remember that God and divine perfection exist in all things. Yeah, so I think that, you know, this is kind of almost like a crossroads to yourself. You're gaining better, deeper wisdom about yourself and your role in the universe through this experience. I think for some of you, it's almost kind of like, you know, really taking a good look at what it is, you know, your belief systems around family, and then looking at, you know, why do I feel that way? What occurred perhaps when I was a child that has caused me to have these feelings? And then asking yourself, well, are these belief systems that I have around family and roles within a family, are they really how I feel, or are they, you know, just my fears and anxiety about what has happened when I was a child, or, you know, other family members or friends that are going through situations? So it's really kind of you just stepping into this energy of, you know, looking at yourself, you know, and trying to figure out what it is your heart wants, and, you know, allowing the fears to dissipate. All right. Well, Leo, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed this message. I really did. Enjoy doing it for you. I wish you much love and light in this situation, all your situations. And if you did resonate with the message, I would really appreciate if you would consider sharing, or subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.